I hope you like some fisticuffs, buddy. Ooh, never hit a lady. Ooh! Did he fixed him up real good. There you go, crit hit.
That scream is coming from down the corridor.
Oh no, the students!
Must be one of those weird burglars. Let's go.
Enough drawn on the bench. The student sits as a kind of reads. I can't stop thinking about the queer old book with this strange writing, even in my hands. Seems to drain my strength, as it were some sort of vampire sucking away my energy. When the professor taught me with it, confiscated it at once. I haven't seen it since. X. Heal her real quick. Okay, same old trophy thing. Where the hell am I going? Up the stairs? Oh. Warren Feathers keeps casting a fretful glance at the door. He appears to be frightened that it might burst open at any moment. What was that confounded noise? He says, you ought to investigate. I'll keep an eye on Mr. Vincent here. Vincent's like, yeah, no, I'm not moving anywhere. Save? Yes, there is. Saving. Game has been saved. The plaque says the door to the science lab, but it is locked. Better empty. Why the hell are there bullets in it? Man, I'm gonna question it.
That scream came from right around here.
This was Wilhelmina's classroom. It sounds as though some students have locked themselves in.
Did you see the little signs up there?
Who's out there?
It's me, Professor Crane. Are you all right in there?
We're safe, but some strange people attacked us. We managed to barricade ourselves inside.
You stay put until we've dealt with them. Did you see which way they were heading?
They ran down the next corridor. Be careful, Professor. They look dangerous.
After we handle those burglars, we should come back here. If this was Professor Tillingist's classroom, we might find clues inside.
Poster. Bulletin board filled with flyers for university activities, including announcements for an upcoming home game for the Mosaic Squids, which someone has scrawled, "Go Pods." Baby Azeroth's chocolate. Num 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 num. Cigarettes.
Come here, you.
Help
Uh,
me!
We must protect the students.
Some fights require you to protect civilians. Make sure that you protect them. Use items and spells on them as needed.
Help me!
Overwatch. Go. Oof. Don't help anyone, Kappa Winky. Yep, kind of like XCOM a little bit. Like, kinda, not quite though. Yep. Ooh, that crit. He's also restrained. Oh, that's good.
Help me!
Help me, they want me dead. Alright, we will go ahead and do a pipe wrench to his dome. Woo! Alright, we will go ahead and pump him full ed. Ooh, 8 damage. Reload. Refocused. You stop hitting the student body. Like, quite literally.
Help me!
Okay, we're gonna use healing. Okay, we got just enough for a punch. There we go, Dick Tracy's turn. Overwatch. No. Duke, stop hitting him. Go. Find him. Find him at back slacks. There we go. And 5 damage. Cool.
Help me!
There we go. Overwatch worked beautifully. Smack him right in the dome. Combat's pretty satisfying. It's straightforward. I like straightforward tactical RPGs like this.
Thank you. I think I'll be fine. It's mostly shock.
Onwards! To that place over there we have to go. It's like Black Legend there. I was playing it before. Like, I was enjoying that one quite a bit.
This was just a diversion. We need to catch up to the men that were in Professor Tillingist's office.
Medical book. We'll give that to our lady friend here. Oh, it would be proved useful. Oh crap, she had a coffee there. Oh, I would have known. Looks like everyone has recovered their HP.
Are you hurt?
No, just bruised. Some men in weird costumes knocked me down.
Which way did they go?
They ran right into that classroom.
Confusing title though. I was expecting something else than what I saw of. Yeah, Black Legend itself, like again, it's like a Spanish kind of like a fabrication of a story. So it's kind of like they definitely took that game and did something really cool with it. Like for myself, who I'm not too good with tactical RPGs, like these type of games right here, I'm not as great with them. Like I'm better with like a JRPG or like a turn-based RPG, like you know, that is more of a characters are more stationary, like Phantasy Star or whatever. Like those are my bread and butter. These I'm not so good with because I make stupid mistakes out all the time in these games. But like so far, I'm trying to open up my horizons with trying to play more of these often. But bandage is filthy. Guess we can use them. Questionable though. Yeah, everyone's coming in yourself. Like off and on, people are coming in and going, "Hey, is this a new Batman game? Did Batman finally lose his finally go off his rocker?"
Who are you people?
There they are. They have the professor's things. Get them back.
These fools mustn't stop us. Deal with them.
Must be the leader. Alright. I'm trying to hit it just right. There you go. Okay, we could punch him technically. Our fist. And 1 damage in the nose. Okay, the gunslinger lady, we have to definitely take care of her. She's going to be a problem. Like, she's going to cause me probably the most trouble. Be kind of sneaky and do this. And we will... Okay, okay, she's gonna be ranged, so it doesn't matter with her. This cultist in the land. Okay. And is she gonna do some crit damage based to him? Yep. No, not too bad actually. Not too bad. There we go. That's the Overwatch I wanted. Exactly, 1 damage. I mean, it's still pretty tasty. Okay, he's at 3 health. He's at 14 health. So let me tap my toes here. Who am I gonna hit? Yeah, I'll hit the one that has more health because it'll just whittle down the situation a bit. Okay. Get a bonus back. Cast Restrain. Hit them with it. Hopefully it does like a damage point something or other. Okay. We'll end turn. Okay, she's gonna again be the problem, so we'll shoot her. She's more of the problem child. Anything with snipers or medics in games, you always take those out first. Because they will be the biggest problem you're probably going to deal with in the entire game for most of these type of titles. Yeah, like medics in games in general, they're the worst enemy you could deal with if you don't take care of them early on. Because they will screw you entirely because they'll keep healing the tank or whatever. If those are still alive, you're doomed. Okay, let's get him over here a little bit. Okay. Oh! Bonus damage, cool.
They won't be knocking down any more students. Now, let's see what they took from Professor Tillingist's office.
Robbing the robbers. It would all seem a bit tawdry if it weren't.
Yeah,
so
exclamation
hurt.
point, Arkham. Do we have enough slots? That's the next question. And it would be okay with a pirate if we may. We just change around what the command is every time, like a custom. Because I think we could trade them out and get rid of them if we need to. Yeah, just Arkham. And then pirate be like, what the hell is their command? Says exclamation point Arkham for what the? And then after it gets, oh okay. Yeah. But yeah, it is as Dizzy explained, it is a fictional town. I mostly just say it more commonly. It's originally from H.P. Lovecraft, and then it kind of got brought over to Batman as it was inspired. I mean, I would say roughly about 90% of all horror, at least with most slasher films and everything like that, or at least the realm of horror, was because of a lot of to do with like Edgar Allan Poe and definitely Lovecraft. Like a lot of the more modern horror stuff is because of Lovecraft. But then a lot of the older stuff that's even, such as folklore and everything like that, obviously that isn't nothing to do with H.P. Lovecraft, but just its own thing. Mm-hmm. How you doing, Ved? Ben Hallen, welcome on in. Visual expansion would be efficient. Sanity check. Everyone's doing good. What secrets can I find on this corpse? Search thoroughly. Letter from the director.
This letter indicates that Professor Tillinghast reserved the science lab for some experiment.
I'm doing pretty excellent here. I'm loving the game so far. Like, I'm a big fan of Lovecraftian games in general. Like, I love the theme of it. And it's like, for me, I like, yep, not like mythos, like long story short, it's that kind of mythos. Like it's been explained earlier in chat. Yeah, so it's like Call of Cthulhu and all that. That's the main gentleman who's responsible for that one was Lovecraft. So a lot of inspiration from that. Like a lot of Lovecraftian stuff is phobias. Like a lot of it. There's a lot of phobias. Like some of his own personal demons got transcribed into novel or short stories for like magazines and everything. So with Lovecraft, he's like, you know, he's quintessentially one of the first writers, I would say, that set a standard for a lot of horror. Like he set a standard next to Edgar Allan Poe, and again, like I said earlier, just the whole list would be unraveled before my eyes, but it's like, you know, Lovecraft is a huge inspiration for a lot of stuff. Yeah, like a lot of media, like you'll see just a lot of, you know, inspiration from that. It's, you know what I mean? So if you look it up and then look at the references from different movies and everything, you'd be like, holy crap, really? You know what I mean? So you wouldn't even notice it. Even what the hell is that movie called? The Lighthouse also has inspiration from that as well, like a lot of it. Nice. Spirit thime, defense bonus. Move it to the cigarette pile. Cigarette. Oh. About the podium, outline of chalk of autumn constellations go in the Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Pegasus. Quick frisk to see what's carried. Pat down. Yeah. The Sinking City, though, that game I was so excited about. When I played it, I was sad because of some issues with it, but telegram mentioning Lanaret. Okay.
Maybe it doesn't solve the mystery, but now we have a couple more names to go on. Alphonse Lanowit and the Herd.
I don't recognize those names.
Alphonse Lanwy. An unsavory character indeed.
These clues might not make sense now, but we might be able to connect them to others later. I think that's all they took.
There's even that, what was it called?
We should return to Wilhelmina's classroom and tell the students the way is clear.
If that's the case, let's check the classroom. If it was Professor Tillinghast's, we're bound to find some clue about what happened to her.
Dark Corners of the Earth, that's one. Yeah, like Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. That one, the jumping mechanics are kind of janky, but it was like, that one I loved. Like, when I first popped that one open and tried it, I was like, this is good. But it did have its jankiness with the actual jumping mechanics. Like, they expect you to jump, and it was kind of weird, and it still worked, and you can get through it fine, but it was just, you found yourself a lot of the time to kind of having to start over and over a couple times. Should probably heal him. Nailed it. Right. Yeah, like it was kind of like the same, more of the same with that one for sure. Oh, let me tell you about this item right here. Hell yeah to those stopwatches. Clocks there. You know, like the new Call of Cthulhu, like they kind of focused a little bit more on walking simulator and stealth. And so it was like, it was still kind of cool, but it was, you know what I mean? I was expecting more Dark Corners of the Earth, but then it's like, I understand why they kind of went with it. They went more with the note on the table, most likely written by a student. Pint of split peas, 1 carrot, 1 turnip, 1 onion, 3 tablespoons of dried mint, 2 pints of stock, salt and pepper, 1 tablespoon of pea powder. Soak the peas for 24 hours, then drain, then pour into stock to bring to a boil. Add the chopped vegetables and simmer for 2 to 3 hours. Rub through the wire sieve, thicken the pea flour, and bring the boil again. Season to taste. Serve with fried mint, fried croutons. That sounds like a delicious pea soup. Yeah. Yep, it actually is. Like, this was based off of Fantasy Flight Games' tabletop in 2005. A bust, a marble bust, distinguished-looking man. The plaque is inscribed James Irwin, President, Tech University. Alright, I always butcher the university's names, so don't mind me. I discovered a record of comet sightings since the dawning of astronomy. Some of these comets don't return to another 10,000 years. Lee is listed as one of its borrowers, but years ago. Yeah, like they obviously have to take some things into account and make it, you know, more adventure game-ish and more, I guess, trying to use the term correctly. Like, they made it more console friendly, I guess, too, because I'm using controller right now to play it. But it's like they try to, I guess, make it so it'd be easier to play on a console or something. Because on PC it'd be no problem. Like, it'd be no braino. You could just kind of go and just play it, and no big deal. But it seems like they try to streamline it a little bit to make it more practically used, or more practical use. Unlock. You try to open the door of Professor's classroom. You feel a heavy resistance. It seems inside has been barricaded by the door. Are they gone? Calls out timid voice of student. Yes, there is. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, they probably took a lot of assets from the game and
It's
just...
all clear, students. We've taken care of those brutes.
Thank you, Professor.
Let's make sure everyone is unhurt. Then let's have a look around this classroom.
Her magnifying glass eye patch there is awesome. I thought it was just her glasses. I wasn't even looking at her face twice. This locked display case is full of rocks, some extraterrestrial origin. A small telescope. Yeah, like Call of Cthulhu. Like, I'm not trying to spoil too much of the game itself. Um, see, it's very tricky to talk about that game too, because if I say too much, it'll just be spoiled. But there's some elements that involve combat, but that's all I'm gonna say. Like, you know what I mean? So it's very, very delicate. They touch on it, but it just sort of, it's kind of just there sometimes. New episode of his deaths were outlining ancient creatures, regarded the constellations, presumably the most recent addressed in this room. There's actually another horror game which doesn't get brought up so often, but because I can understand why, because it's a very hard game, and that is Nosferatu. Now that game right there makes me rage. Student looks nervous, perhaps shaken by whatever is read in the paper. Have you heard? He asked. Professor Doe's body has disappeared from the cemetery. The only witnesses is Albert Hatcher, the gravekeeper. Whatever he saw drove him mad. What could it be? You feel stable, being shattered. Okay.
Professor Tillingist's body vanished from the cemetery? How ghastly.
Who on earth would steal my corpse? It must have been grave robbers, of course. It isn't as though I could have leapt up and walked away.
This Albert Hatcher is our only witness. We should visit him when we're done here.
Oh, that one I'm not sure. Like, I keep seeing some mentions of it, but I mean, that one as far as I could say it, I'm gonna knock on all the wood in the universe. And some plastic too, for the hell of it. That one I want them to take their sweet effing time with. And I don't want them to show me nothing until it's done, damn it. Yeah, so it's like it's a lot of rocky boats. So it's like for me that one, I don't want them to tell me nothing about it. I don't want them to give me a taste of the soup. I want them to leave it the hell alone in terms of my media eyes. Like if I don't want to see about it. Yeah, like I don't want to see nothing about it. I want to see it when it's done and unreleased on a storefront. Because if you show it to me too early, hype will build up and then all hell will break loose. I don't want them to show me nothing about it. Those are those type of sacred games for me that I don't want to see nothing about it until it's done. When it's done. Done. There's certain games it's crafted well and it can be crafted exceptional, and those are one of those few I feel like it could be huge potential. Because even the games that come out suddenly and are amazing, those are the best kind of games too, that surprise you. And I want the game to surprise me, not, you know what I mean? So I want it to kind of be blinded to me a little bit. Exactly, like that movie was sad as hell. I mean, I'm not gonna go into reasons why, but it was like that movie was so good too. It was surprising how good it was. Thanks for the help, says the young woman. When you ask about Professor Toast, she says she's been spending a lot of time in the library lately. I know she kept the book in her bag. I wouldn't notice the title, but I saw the author's name was Y. Page. If you can find that book, I might tell you where she was researching. Okay, let's go back to the library. Mr. Perception. That's the laboratory. That ain't what I need. Who could it be now? Alright, so... library. L. Many volumes and theories are shown in his bookcase. You recognize many of the famous Wait, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It was a Y. What? Just said why. Hold on, let me go back to the girl again. I'm making sure I'm not going crazy here. Because he just said why. Could be a different shelf though. Maybe I'm just. The author's name was Y. Okay, so Y page. So maybe I'm looking at the wrong. Maybe just P. It was astrology, effectively, like old. Yeah, page. It's like. For a smoke. All right, so try. Oh! That one. Okay, we don't know the rest of the information, so we should probably ask around. Calm mind is best at entering. Calm down. Coffee. To get an answer, you need to know the right question. As you question the student, she says, a few months ago, a professor asked me to return a book to the library. I returned it without looking at it when it was. All I remember was a large yellow book. Okay. Blew out of the book. Every day I write the book. Every day, every day. Alright, so let's go back to that shelf. Probably gonna put me through the process again. Okay, no. Cool. Heavy yellow volume. Wait, is that the Necronomicon? Is it? Among their books, you find one listing specific. Okay, it looked like one. It was the way it was all scratched up and everything. That made me nervous. It's like, oh no. On the yellow pages, don't worry. I got one you can have. Oh, Frederick, you're a gentleman and a scholar. Let your fingers do the talking. Find ourselves a good, delicious Chinese restaurant within the book. We can settle down, cozy by the fire. We can look into the gazing fireplace in front of us. We can have ourselves some nice meal. Some nice meal. What? I just ruined it. But I am starving. That doesn't help when you're streaming, of course. Heard of the Algalia, a small astronomy garden district. Cool.
Here it is again. The herd of Algidi. There's some sort of astronomy club. That explains the professor's interest.
They're based in New Orleans.
Why not?
Perhaps that's where the professor went on her trip.
That makes sense, since she circled the name in the book.
I do feel a pang of guilt at defacing a book in such a manner. I must have had a very good reason for it.
I think we visited all the places Professor Tillinghast worked in the university.
It's about time we return to Norman's office. Perhaps he's made some headway with those notes.
Working on a mystery. Good old man, welcome on in.
Ah, you're back at last. Did you find the cause of the commotion?
We took care of it, Doc. Still, there might be trouble ahead.
We discovered another clue as to what happened to Professor Tillinghast, as well as an enemy.
Frankie Dracula, welcome on in.
An enemy of Wilhelmina, poppycock. Everyone liked her, even the students.
Do you know any reason why she requested exclusive access to the science lab for several days?
What? No, she had no need of a lab. As an astronomer, she spent most of her time in the observatory, not among flasks and beakers.
Deckard Cain, you say? Oh, stranger. .320 no scope.
The broken glass we found in Professor Tillinghast's house looked like it might have been a flask or beaker.
Here, this is the key to the science lab. You can find the entrance in front of Wilhelmina's classroom.
Okay. The door has been unlocked.
How did you? I could have sworn I locked that door. You'll regret opening it.
I don't like the looks of this fellow.
Look what he did to that guard! Grab him before he tries it with us!
Poor guard. Okay, what are we dealing with? Fists, fists, and a pipe. Okay. We'll set up an overwatch. Take a step. Right direction here. Up. Range in the neighborhood. We're gonna call something else. Oh, 12. Ooh. Aw, man, I used up all my stuffs. In turn. We'll keep him at bay. Oh, stop hitting him. He didn't do nothing. Boom, headshot. There, wow, listen. Oh, it looks like here you have an interest in Lord Diablo. Take that. Mythos effect. Oh no. Trauma acquired. Initiative slightly lowered. Stunned. Pardon me. Go. Lean, hold some concussion. The priest. Lean crit. Lit an overwatch. There we go. Refocused. Doing whatever the hell she is doing. Oh, what a jerk! Knocked out. Overwatch. Then being baddie? Okay, cool. Oh wow, that actually healed him. Cool. That's what I call pod racing. Go get our fist cuffs ready. This jerk's preparing some stupid stuff. Stop healing him! Don't say thank you. That's it. Oh, she's stunned. Never mind. That's it. This jerk over here doing some stuff. Stop healing him! Oh no! Don't do that to her! No! No one gave you permission. That's it. Pop him! Okay, we need to get Granny Smith the hell out of here.